What's good, everybody? It's the Wave, and we back with another reaction video. But like I said, these are more so watch with me videos. Today is an interesting one. My guy Tommy G. His videos before. Enjoyed it. Make sure y'all stop right now. Make sure you go subscribe if you're not already subscribing. Anybody I hip y'all to with these reaction videos, I want y'all to subscribe to them too. But anyways, in today's video, he gets into the high stakes gambling in Las Vegas. I've been to Las Vegas multiple times. I love it out there. I'm not really big on gambling, but I am around a lot of gamblers. I'm around a lot of people who do put money on the line. So it's interesting to see. I want to see how far he goes, because usually he kind of hooks up with people or connects with people who really into like whatever video he's making. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Comment some of y'all favorite moments at the bottom. We'd love to start some threads. And yeah, let's get into it for sure.
My biggest single session win was $11,526,000.
That's crazy right off bat. 11 million in a single session?
I don't know if you know, but you know I'm like restricted everywhere. I'm not even supposed to be in this building.
I know about this dude though.
Slot machines.
What's the most you lost in a night?
Around 300,000. Hotels in Las Vegas.
I want to play them slots. How much, if he won 300,000, how much have he spent, like lost in a night?
Just don't have balconies.
Because when people lose big, it's very tempting?
Yeah.
Vegas is visited by some of the most powerful, wealthy, and elite people in the world. But because of that, also comes a lot of people trying to latch on and had made it a living to take what they can from those people.
We need a knockout, a tap, a submission. We win, that's $5 grand right in our pocket.
Today we explore the world of high-stakes gambling, so of course we head to Sin City, Las Vegas. This is a place filled with gambling and vices galore, but did you know it owes its roots to the righteous?
I think that sports gambling is taken over, like definitely like shit for like my generation and younger, like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely like more so sports gaming than like table games and stuff like that for sure.
That's right. The city's rise can be traced back to religion, more specifically the Mormons. In 1954, a Mormon banker named Perry Thomas broke tradition by approving bank loans for casinos when no one else would. Vegas went from a ghost town to a place that some would call a typhoon of dark money. Throughout the 50s, 60s, and 70s, major casinos were secretly ran and controlled by organized crime families from cities like New York.
Yeah, I watched this movie called Casino. It's a great movie. It shows the up and rise of Las Vegas,
Chicago, and Cleveland. And to
Excellent
this day,
movie.
gambling remains one of America's most divisive industries. Last year, Vegas casinos pulled in nearly $9 billion. To them, it's about choice. They offer an escape, a thrill, and a good time. Critics, however, see Vegas differently, a predatory machine built to exploit addiction and desperation. To see into this world for myself, I assembled a crew of high-stakes gamblers and headed to a lavish penthouse that would serve as our headquarters for this operation.
The penthouse for the headquarters is crazy. It's dope as hell.
Folks, we're here in the midst of Sin City, Las Vegas. Temptation, gambling, there's dreams being sold. There's a place where hustlers hustle. I have to say, Vegas is a place I find a little bit depressing. It's like a consumerism, capitalism hellhole. Gambling is something that I've avoided largely in my life. In the traditional sense, I do believe you gotta gamble. Like I gamble on doing this. I gamble on real estate. I gamble on the stock market. So I guess in some ways everyone gambles. The question is, where do you draw the line? So we're pulling into the Cosmopolitan. There's a man we're meeting by the name of Raja who has a suite somewhere up here. Nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you. And where are you taking us right now?
Taking you up to my penthouse suite.
How often do you live like that?
Pretty much every casino I go to.
What attracts you to Las Vegas?
You know, I've just always gambled. I started gambling when I was young, at 16.
What's the game you play?
Slot machines.
What's the most you won in a night?
$1,081,000.
Oh, I can't believe this! I just won $1 million!
Oh, so earlier was what they lost. Then I was tripping. Okay.
What's the most you lost in a night?
Around 300,000.
Okay,
These are all there's special suites. There's 21 special suites here at the Cosmo. By invite only. You can't even book these rooms.
So this is what the high life is like.
This is what.
That is gamble though. That is a gamble. You know, highest to lose 300, highest to win 11 mil.
It's like. So it's got hot tub, massage table.
You take advantage of that?
You know, I never really get massages in the room. One interesting, really fun fact is, do you know why all the hotels in Las Vegas don't have balconies?
Because when people lose big, it's very tempting.
Yeah. I know, you know, people personally who have lost everything, and then when they had the shooting on the
stayed at
strip, there
hotels
was a
with
guy who lost all his
balconies,
money, went upstairs to his room, and unfortunately started shooting at people.
The reports that Haddock was gambling $10,000 a day before the massacre may be a clue.
Haddock checked into the hotel a few days ago and, according to sources, spent much of his time there gambling thousands of dollars at the casinos.
So I mean, there's been tons of stuff like that. You know, Vegas is it's a show. It's a place to have fun. It's a place to have a good time. And you know, if you go too deep down the rabbit hole, you could fall for it. But you know, if you're focused and you know doing your thing and having a good time, then enjoy the ride.
Would you consider yourself a professional gambler?
I've had the last couple of years have been very good, and especially with winning $1 million. But I wouldn't say that long term and over the course of my life that the gambling's paid for everything I have. The influencing now that I'm getting paid for and the sponsorships and different stuff like that definitely is making a good chunk of my money. Slot machines are a set percentage.
It's pure luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what your
I
actual
ain't never been on those before, but I won on those.
win percentage
One
is?
time.
Most of the machines in the
slot
casinos
machines.
are set to about a 9-10% hold rate. You should win 90% back, but most people play into infinity, which they just keep going, so they're just gonna run out of funds at some point.
You seem like a smart guy. Choosing a game that's pure luck. Why?
You have no worry in the world, and you don't have to make a decision. Just hit a button.
I feel that right there.
Mickey?
You too, bro.
How are you?
Yeah, pleasure, man.
Nice to meet you.
This is Mickey Mace. He's one of gambling's most controversial characters. Some think he's one of the best
I've seen him in some poker tournaments.
gamblers in the country because, after all, he's gambled on behalf of massive hip-hop stars, and he also flaunts multi-million-dollar payouts from casinos. However, if you look at the YouTube comment sections, he's a heavily debated man. Many question the truthfulness of his claims and alleged conspiracies ranging from he's a paid Vegas insider to simply accusing him of misrepresenting his stories. I'll let you be the judge.
I don't know if you know, but you know I'm like restricted everywhere. Like, I'm not even supposed to be in this building.
Why is that?
I've been banned from almost every casino in the world.
Because?
Well, I know it's for winning too much. Some of them have said it, and some of them won't. I made most money in Baccarat, second most in Blackjack, and I would say I probably play in the highest stakes PLO games in the world. My biggest single session win was $11,526,000.
How do you prove it?
Well, all my tax statements are out. I mean, we could log in all my tax records right now. Drake to Lil Baby to literally anybody you could think of come forward to verify that they've witnessed it happen. So all of these people come forward to verify. Not a single person can say they've ever witnessed the opposite.
Don't they want you to play high stakes?
Yeah, because they think you're gonna lose high stakes. My biggest loss was $8 million in an afternoon. Losing the $8 million was a very confusing feeling. And then it hit a certain point that felt helpless. But I also don't want to mislead people thinking that it's easy or it'll happen to them, because almost it won't happen to them. They're almost guaranteed to lose. And if they let me keep playing and didn't ban me,
That's definitely what it is. Like,
maybe
I'm glad you
eventually I
said
would have
that.
gave it back.
Your origin story as a business is the spam king. You sent 100 million emails a day that were spam.
Allegedly. So back in the day, I was in the online advertising business. I got into email marketing, and I used to send out lots of 100 million plus emails a day. And then I got sued by Microsoft, the New York AG, MySpace. Did
100 million?
very well doing it, but
I hope
I
I
never
heard that
broke any
right.
laws. I only broke terms of service issues.
How
Is
you
where
even
most
do
of the
that?
lawsuits stem from. Paid almost $20 million in fines. At my peak year, I did 108 million was my best year.
In 1 year?
Yeah.
This exact location of this drive-through that we're driving in,
That's a
I
good
got in
year
a
for
high-speed
sure.
pursuit with $4.5 million in cash, and they used to do trunk checks there, and one of the security is how I got away from the guys chasing me.
Why were you in a high-speed chase?
I just won $4.5 million at Bellagio, which is across the street. And so to go this way on the strip, you have to cross and make a U-turn. And as we made a U-turn, I noticed that we were being followed from the valet at Bellagio. I told my boy stomp on it. He did. There was a truck behind us, stomped on it, followed us, and we pulled into here. And when we got to the trunk check, they saw all the cash in the back seat. So I just told security, I was like, yo, someone's chasing us, hold them up. And he gave us instructions. So if we stuck to the right there, it takes you to the employee parking lot. He told me how to navigate it to get out to Cobalt. And he's like, when you hit Cobalt, make a right and just get out of town. That's what we did, and we got away.
Sound like a movie, bro, for real. Welling on that.
So we're here at the Venetian. I've won more money in this building than any other building I've ever been in. I beat them for $15 million. And I'm actually kind of nervous being here. I also have not been back to this building, not even once, since I've been banned until right now.
We're here on spring break, so it's particularly packed. It's March Madness weekend, and people are moving and shaking in here. And it honestly blows my mind. My idea of a vacation is an Airbnb with no one near us, near mountains or woods. But this different strokes for different folks. And guys like Roger here thrive off an environment like this.
This is the one I got the $1 million on.
You want to try again?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it again. See if we can hit a jackpot. Most of the people who have hit the $1 million have done it. 80% of them have been on $25. Here it goes. That's a good hit. That made us a little money. 2 more. 1 more.
You'll stay here for how long at a time usually?
Until I'm happy, you know. Sometimes if I win a pretty good jackpot, I'll quit. If I don't hit something, you know, sometimes I'll go all in until I get it. I don't have a...
He's putting those hundreds in like $1 though.
That time limit.
Were you ever married before?
No, I've never been married. I have twins. I have twin boys. Unfortunately, their mother passed away. One of my first fun experiences with them was both of them came in the casino and we all played together. But they don't really have a big interest to gamble. Haven't been into it. And that's a big problem for the casinos is that younger youth does not have any interest really in gambling on slots. It's just not something to do. They grew up, you know, playing online video games and so much other stuff.
Because I don't follow sports that closely, I didn't realize how massive sports betting has gotten. And this is how it all happened, folks. Previous to 2018, it was illegal across the United States. Then the Supreme Court made the decision to rule sports gambling to be legal, and this unleashed the floodgates. 38 states have since approved it as part of their legal commerce, and this has resulted in a booming industry that did $300 billion.
Yeah, I was just saying about that sports betting.
2023, which to put in perspective makes it more than 30 times bigger than that of the business of the Vegas casinos. And according to Siena College Research Institute, nearly half of men aged 18 to 49 have a sports gambling account. And furthermore, the average household that does sports betting loses about $1,100 a year. To me, those numbers are astonishing. Let me know in the comments if you think this is something we need to be concerned about as a society.
How much money are you willing to lose today?
We got it. We got it. Up to $1,198,000 I could win right now.
Now what do you have to do?
All I have to do is that.
I know who you are. I love you, by the way.
Thank you.
But they don't want you here, so we're just going to...
Trust Baseball 2021, that's all.
Hey, security had to fan out. They holler at up.
121, you can come back.
21,
yeah, man.
So 10 years?
No, 100 years.
Oh, 100 years.
I got a 100-year
trespass?
Yeah, man.
Hereby warn you that you are trespassing property by statute 207. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe out there. Have a good day.
Sorry.
That's wild.
So I saw them like
100
gathering and like
years.
pointing at me, and I was like, I know, you know.
Do you keep deleting slot games one after another? Well, here is one game that you won't want to delete.
Here's our property, so you guys go out.
Oh, we're not on. We're still on property technically.
He seen them coming already. He already
This is the
know.
closest
He
I'm
said he
allowed
was
to
banned in like every casino out there.
So any past year?
Yeah, they told me they'll arrest me if I come back.
Is 100 years a typical ban?
No one's ever used the number 100 before. They're like, you're banned, get out.
Have you ever played slots before?
Never.
All right, you know what? Touch that. I'm putting my faith in you. I don't think I've ever had that happen where I didn't get one extra ball.
So we won.
So we won $400. So not very good.
And how much did we spend to get this 400?
So we have 2,000 in the machine. So we're down right now about $760.
Is this fund itself, or because you've already made tens of millions of dollars in other business, you just can afford to lose?
I can afford to gamble from the money I've made from my other businesses, but the gambling and being an influencer now definitely helps to fund it.
For people watching this that might get into this, do you advise?
If you've never gambled in your life or played slots, I would tell you probably don't save your money. You're never going to win long term. Lucky Lacey, you ready to bring me some luck?
It's funny because he just was saying how like young people try to gamble or save your buddy. But look, that's exactly why.
What's the most you ever lost?
The most I ever lost in a day was $300,000. for my birthday a couple of years ago, I did $5,000 spins. So I did 50 spins at $5,000 each. Plus I did 50 spins at $1,000 each to celebrate my 50th birthday. And unfortunately I lost, just during that session of 300 grand, I lost about $250,000.
What's the most you lost in a night?
That was between 3 to 5,000.
This is Lucky Lacey. She's a former exotic dancer and winner of 2016 Miss Nude Universe, and she's a friend of Raja's who also likes to play slots recreationally.
I tend to just take what I want to lose that day. So if it's what I would have spent a night out having fun, then I take that. And if I don't lose all of it, then that's a win for the night. If I lose it all and go to the ATM machine, then that's the only time I really consider it being a loss.
What's the most you've lost in one night?
20.
What was that like?
It was okay.
This is John Lillis. He's a former world champion American skier who has since moved on to become a full-time sports bettor. He and his partner Chris run a Discord chat for clients that want to copy their bets. They consider themselves sharp action bettors, which is a type of strategic gambler that looks for undervalued.
I be seeing a lot of gambling discords like that. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing a lot of people win
in an effort to win bigger and more consistently.
Just like anything else with gambling, you build a tolerance to it, right?
Really...
And if you know that you're lifetime
this is the video though
you're
for sure so
doing
far.
the right things and you're just catching a bad beat or something doesn't go your way.
The one thing like to show you a bonus, we go down like to this game actually goes all the way down to 10 cents bet. I get $10 spin, so we just fast have it and see if we can get a bonus so you can see what it does. One freaking bonus here. Oh, this is big. We got the upgrade. This is big, so this is gonna upgrade us this wheel. We could hit this major right now for 12,000. We could hit that super grand for 167,000. This is big. One more. All right. So these are all going to become wood houses now, and we're gonna get another spin. Oh, that's huge! Oh my God, we got our first gold hat right here now. So on a $100 bet on this machine 2 nights ago, I won $51,000. So we have a really good chance at a jackpot on this one. Oh, 700. That's a good one. So we did it. Got a jackpot. Boom, 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 baby. 1,742.50. Wow, not bad. This is good.
So we just won a jackpot and attendance on the way.
Yeah.
Does this money mean anything to you?
Yeah, I feel like I got a little revenge for what we put into it. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not life changing. It's not gonna change where I have dinner at tonight.
That boy talk about 2 racks like it ain't nothing. Said it ain't gonna change where I have dinner tonight.
We can continue gambling a little bit more.
You do this as a professional?
Yeah, absolutely.
How long have you been doing it and what is your ROI?
I've been gambling for a long time, right? Even in my early teenage years, playing poker, blackjack. I mean, I was the kid with the fake ID who ran to the blackjack table and, you know, I came through it very organically. Since I've been tracking and posting and helping other people win and really tracking my action publicly for other people to see where other people can actually track what I've done, I would say we are at about 3.5 years now with a 400% ROI.
If you understand how the sportsbook works and you understand how the public thinks, you understand that the market moves based on what the public thinks is going to happen outside what the actual probability is. Every bet has a hold, and you can actually erase that hold by finding where the public is, and sometimes a line might move because of a reason, right? A key player
I like that breakdown thus far.
might be injured, someone might be out, information might be coming in that a star player was up all night with his girlfriend and drinking or whatever and showed up late to practice. That all can come into it. But sometimes none of that stuff is a factor. It's just who is more favored. Because a lot of people bet with their heart. You will get more money by being on the other side of that bet.
And is this your career? This is your income?
Full-time job. What we do is, I mean, we do this every day. So we do have that secondary income stream of, there are a lot of people that are looking for an edge and they want to gamble, but they want to gamble responsibly and they want to
So people subscribe to get your picks.
We take serious bettors that actually want to.
I wonder if that's a such thing as like gambling responsibly.
treat it like an investment, that they're in it for the long term. We're looking at the UFC main event tonight. These two fighters have already fought before, a 3-round fight. They don't have a lot of finishes between them. Marvin Vettori, one of the fighters, never been finished. And because of that, 2-to-1 odds that this fight will go the distance. What we're betting is that this is going to be the fight that trend ends. We're going to go this fight to not go the distance. We want to see someone get knocked out before 5 rounds. How you guys doing? You got the UFC lines?
Oh, I have my biggest bet of the year going on this game right now. So if I start freaking out when Florida hits 91 points, that's why. I need Florida to hit 91 points by themselves. And 7 points in 7 minutes for Florida is pretty doable. So
I want the main event. I want to not go the distance. 1,800. So here it is. Here's the slip. We laid $1,800 to win just north of 4,500. We're looking at this fight, last fight of the night. We just need either fighter to end this thing before it gets to the judges.
yes, let's freaking go, boys! Oh, that Alabama defense, I love them. They don't play defense, baby. That's the biggest cash of the year right there. 500 on Florida's team total at -110, so probably about 450 or so.
People used to that though, I'm sure I did.
And then I told the guys in the club to take it at 3 units. So whatever they normally bet, I told them to triple it.
Damn, if that hits for like all them people, that's dope, bro. That's what's up.
I think Vegas could be really cool if you use it correctly. And I think the best form of using Vegas correctly is not trying to use it at all. I think if you come here allowing it to use you, that's how you get the best experience out of it. You don't come here trying to win. You don't come here trying to meet a celebrity. You don't come out here trying to get famous and make $1 million. You come here to have fun and piss a weekend off with your friends. So it's filled with a lot of smoke and mirrors for 2 reasons. 1, to take everything from those elite people, and 2, because without it, anyone who's in between working class and elite doesn't really have a way out.
Casinos didn't get pretty based on people winning money. So I think everything is set up mathematically. I don't think there's anything intrinsically that you couldn't find information-wise where you're being lied to. But I think things are probably psychology-wise led to make you spend more money. Everything is incentivized.
Oh, for sure, like no clocks, no windows. It's just like it kind of sucks
more.
you in.
So
and
if
casinos
that's smoke and
in
mirrors,
Vegas are
then
even more
I guess,
crazy
yes,
because they
that
like their
probably
own worlds.
exists.
That's 100% true. I mean, if there is an advantage that someone can take, or a scheme that they can run, or a scam that they can get into, someone has found their way into it in Vegas, and you know, it just is what it is.
To me, gambling is not that much different from alcohol, fast food, or video games. Done to an extreme, they can ruin your life, but done in moderation or not doing them at all, you should be okay. But my question is, what is it within some people that seems to compel them to take their vice to a self-destructive level? While some people can be disciplined and abstain from temptation, others seem to have a compulsive aspect to their nature. While I don't know why that is, what I do know is from top to bottom, from the music in the lobby to the scents that you smell in your room to the free drinks and much, much more, Vegas is a place designed to tilt the odds away from you being able to maintain your own self-control.
I think Vegas ruins lives. I think it causes more deaths, whether it be literal or spiritual and emotional, than almost any other place in the world. It's built on the sex trade. It's built on glorifying sex work and prostitution. Exasperates most people's weaknesses.
Sin City,
Vegas
literally.
is sold as an idea that all your dreams can come true and you can do anything you want and fix all these things, but the truth is, it's a hole and it's a trap.
I know a few people that moved there and thriving though. So I think it's just all
Every
within
single
your
thing you see here on the strip was 100% built on your money. This only exists because you lose. I don't think you should enter any form of gambling, especially Vegas, the mecca of gambling, thinking you're gonna win. If this isn't a testament to the billions and billions and billions of dollars that the people spent to have this built, we are in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere. There's no reason a city should exist, let alone one as lavish and exciting as this. This is built on losers. Every day, everybody comes here to lose money. Don't be foolish and think you're going to be the winner.
So here's the deal. There's one fight left. 25 minutes, 5 rounds. All we need is this fight to not go to the distance. No judges involved. We need a knockout, a tap, a submission, a disqualification. Anything of the above, we win. That's 5 grand right in our pocket.
So what's going through your mind after the loss?
I'm never fucking betting a sports bet next to this fucking guy again.
So why not?
I'm a superstitious guy. He wasn't liking the play early, and you gotta have good energy when you're gambling.
I believe that right there.
You get what
you
the
gotta
energy
go
that you bring into
like,
it. So if you bring bad energy into gambling, if you ever see someone at a table and they got bad energy, run the other way, because the gambling gods will never look favorably upon bad energy.
Do you know any tragic gambling stories?
I know a lot of tragic gambling stories. From people's wives leaving them to them selling their houses and cars. Your comps, you have an automatic 30, sometimes up to 40% of spending power based on your theoretical loss. People call it theo. It stands for theoretical loss. It does not mean literal loss. As a matter of fact, you could win while still having theo. Every time you play, whatever they tell you your theo is, 30% of that number you can spend on anything you want on property.
So guys, there's a lot of ways to gamble in life. The ways I prefer to gamble, one is betting on myself. So this YouTube journey has been one big gamble that has finally paid off. But then real estate, stocks, really just the S&P 500. I believe it's a big mistake not to take a gamble on yourself. However, the question is, what is an appropriate gamble? One of the oldest rules in the book when it comes to gambling or even investing is only put down what you are comfortable losing. Where people really get into trouble is they bet the house on something. Why would you bet your house? That's where you live. I would never bet or invest. I would recommend investing over gambling, but invest what you can stand to lose. That's a age-old maxim that holds true. Well, folks, the sun has just set on the Las Vegas Strip, and all around us right now, someone's rolling the dice, someone's placing the bet, and maybe someone just lost their house, maybe someone just won the jackpot and won big. It's been a fascinating look into a world I had no idea about.
That's crazy.
As always, guys, I appreciate you for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
The video, Tommy, for sure. The video. This was a really, really good one for sure, man. Comment at the bottom if y'all had some Vegas or some crazy Vegas stories or whatever. I've seen a few crazy things, for sure. But definitely like and subscribe. I got a lot of great things coming. Got the streaming coming. Got more original videos. Make sure y'all go back and check out the videos if you haven't from the past. And I got some more of these coming. So yeah, I'll catch you guys like always. It's The Wave. And I appreciate y'all watching up to this point. I'll see y'all on the next one.